In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Sony Google TV. Now, this is part 2 of the Sony and Google TV, so if you'd like to see part 1, it will be in the description below. Now, in part 2, I'm going to be going over the main interface of the box, basically the software that's on the Google TV. In part 1, I went through the hardware of the Google TV, so if you'd like to see that, again, it will be in the description below, so go check out that video. I suggest you check out that before you check out this, so you know what the hardware looks like. Now anyway, here's what the main interface of the box looks like. Now, you do have to turn this box off, and it does take 30 to 40 seconds before this thing actually boots up, so it is fairly long of a boot up sequence. Now, you can put this in standby mode. If you put this in standby mode, when you turn it off, it goes into sleep mode, basically. So when you press the power button, it just turns on in 1 second, but it's really only in standby mode. So to fully turn this off and turn it back on from a dead off, a fully off box, it does take 30 to 40 seconds. Now, I was going to show you that in this video, but I've been having some problems actually connecting this to my home network for some reason. This box is not really cooperating with me today, or for some reason. I don't know why, if it's the box being bad or something, but for some reason this box is not cooperating with me right. So when I turn it back on from a fully powered off box, it does not want to connect to the internet. So I do apologize for that if you wanted to see the boot up screen. And also there is a boot up screen on here for the Google TV. So yeah, anyway, I do apologize for that. Maybe I will make a boot up video for this box. You can see the boot up sequence for this, but for this main video, I couldn't boot it up from a fully off box. So anyway, here is the main interface of the box. Now, like I said on part 1, this is running Android. It is running Honeycomb, a build of Honeycomb. So this is what it looks like on the Google TV. On the bottom of the screen, you do got your access to all your quick apps if you want to go into an app really quickly. Now on the bottom left of the screen, you do have your clock. It does tell you what time of day it is, and you do also got your notification tray, just like an Android tablet or smartphone. You got notifications and you got recent apps. If it'll go over there, you do got your recent apps. It does show you all the apps that are currently working or currently going. Then from that, moving over, you got all apps. Basically, it's an app drawer just like Android, so it shows you all the apps that are currently installed on this box. Then you got Live TV. Basically, what Live TV does, it allows you to watch cable TV on your actual box, but you do have to have a cable box plugged into the Google TV in the back. So if you don't have a cable box plugged into the Google TV, you will not be able to see any Live TV. It'll just be blank. Now, you can plug in other devices, like if you want to plug in your Xbox 360 or your Roku box, Apple TV, your PS3. Any HDMI device will plug into the back and it will recognize it. So if you'd like to play your Xbox 360, for example, and you would like to watch Netflix or YouTube at the same time, you can. You just have to run it through the back. It won't know the difference between a cable box or any other HDMI signal. Basically, it just detects a HDMI signal in the back and it lets you use it. But the main purpose of it is to let you use a cable box to watch live TV while you're browsing the internet or watching internet content on your TV. Now, that's what Live TV does. Now, Prime TV is a little service that allows you to rate movies and comment on movies and stuff like that. For the most part, I really haven't used Prime TV, but from what I've used a little bit of it, it looks kind of boring. It's nothing really to Prime TV, but there's Prime TV at the bottom. Then you got your Netflix, your YouTube, your Google Play Store. Now, since this is running Android, you can use a Google Play Store, but the thing with the Google Play Store is you do not get a lot of applications on this box, because only certain apps dedicated to the Google TV do work on the Play Store. So 95% of the apps on the Play Store are dead. It'll always give you a message that says this app is not compatible with the Google TV, unfortunately, because only certain apps that are made for the Google TV will work on the Google TV. So 95% of the apps don't work on the Google TV, which is very, 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 very sad. I don't know why they did that, but it does suck a lot. So don't expect any applications, really. You probably won't be even going in there most of the time because there's not even a very good app selection. But you do have the Google Play Store if you would like to check it out and see what apps are available. Then you do got a Google Chrome browser. You can browse the internet on this box with the Google Chrome browser. Then you also got Sony Entertainment, so you do got a Sony services. If you pay for Sony services, you can check out their movies and music and stuff. It is a paid service, so you do have to pay for Sony Entertainment, but you do have Sony services basically. Then you got search and the help if you need the help you got through the box. Now, since this is an Android operating system, basically, you do got widgets, and you can install widgets on this box. Now, here's a widget up in the corner. I do have one installed, but for the most part, you probably really won't be using widgets because you only got one home screen. The screen that the widgets are added onto get very, 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 very cluttered. So for the most part, you won't be adding any widgets because the screen's going to get too cluttered and it'll just look like a mess on the screen. I only have one installed at the moment to show you what they look like, but there it is at the right top. I do have a clock installed on the box, so there's a little clock right there. Now I'm going to go into all applications to show you everything installed in the box. You got AccuWeather, Amazon Video, AOL On, Buddy TV Guide, Flixer, Downloads, Crackle, Clock, Google Chrome, Help Guide, Live TV, Media Player, Pandora, Netflix, Music Unlimited, Motor Trends, Photos, Play Movies and TV, Play Music, Play Store, Quello, Product Registration, Primetime, Plex, Redux TV, Search, Settings, Social Life, Track ID, The Sports, Spotlight, Sony Entertainment, Twitter, Video Unlimited, Voice Search, Voodoo, Yelp TV, YouTube, Weather Underground, and Weather. Those are basically all the apps that come pre-installed in the box. You can download some. I think some of those apps on all apps in my app tray are some I actually downloaded, but 95% of them come in the box. So those are basically what you get when you first buy this box. There are some pre-installed, and you can't delete the ones that are pre-installed because they have to be ran to use the box, so you can't install, you can't delete some of them. And this box does come with 8 GB in the box, but for the most part, like I said, you won't be downloading apps, so 8 GB is definitely plenty for this box. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Google Play Store and actually show you around and show you what apps are available on the Google Play Store. There's not really a lot of selection, but there is some selection. And when you browse the internet, you can use this cursor that does come up on the screen. As you can see, there's a cursor right there. You can also use it not in the internet browser. So if you want to use it like just browsing around the regular interface, you can. Like right now, I can use it to click on Play Store if I wanted to. There, go ahead. There's the Play Store loading up. Now I would say speeds are, they're not intolerable, but they're not fast by no means. Now when you do load up the Google Play Store, you do get the newest version of the Play Store, so you're not like running an outdated version or anything, so you are running a new version of the Play Store. Now, besides the applications you download on the store, which is very limited, you can download movies and you can download music to actually play on this box. Any movie you download from Google Play, like from your tablet or your smartphone, you can use on the Google TV because it does have Play Music and Play Movies on here basically, so you can use both of those services if you would like to. Now I'm going to go ahead and search for applications that work on this box. One cool thing about this box compared to the older models, you can use the microphone right there. I don't know if you can see the cursor going on the screen. On the very top right, there is a little microphone button, and you can use a microphone on the remote control if you would like to speak it instead of type it in. Now I'm going to go ahead and type in what I'm looking for. You do have to actually type in Google TV if you want to see like what apps are available on this, or else you'll be wasting your time trying to find applications that probably don't work on the box. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but here's some of the applications that are usable on the Google TV. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down the list. Pause the video at any time if you would like to see what apps are available. I'm not going to name them all because this video is going to get way too long, but I'm just going to go through and show you all the apps. So just pause the video if you want to see what apps are available on this box. I'm going to stop it there. That's just some of the stuff that does work on this box. Now, if you want to back out of an application, you press the back button on the remote control, and if you want to go home, you press the home button. The difference is, if you press the home button, it's basically like an Android device. It'll basically keep it in the background, so if you want to pick an application right back where you left off, you can. So I'm going to show you that instead of just going exiting out of the application. Once you press the back button, it goes back to the home screen, but you can see in the background that the application is still running. You can close that, but I'm just demonstrating actually how you keep it in the background. And then if I go back to the Play Store at the bottom of the screen, it'll be back running. There you go. So it's just basically like keeping it in the background. It's rendering it in the background so you can pick it up where you left off. And now you're probably wondering how Netflix looks on this, so I am going to demo Netflix on camera for you. I'll only show you a little preview of a movie or a little bit. So I wouldn't say it's the fastest Netflix experience around. Definitely the Roku box has a faster Netflix experience than this, just because the times it loads stuff on here is a little bit slow. It's not to the point where it's unbearable, but it is slower than some other devices. If you're wondering how the speed is for Netflix or for streaming movies and stuff, it is a little bit slower than other devices, but not unbearable. It's definitely okay to watch movies on here. You won't find it too slow. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick a movie off the list and show you a little bit of content, just maybe a little bit, and show you how it streams. Now the movies do play in 1080p. I don't know if you can change it back to 720p, but they do play in 1080p on here if you're wondering. Now as far as moving around the actual Netflix application, it doesn't look too laggy, or it's not too bad of an experience. But there's definitely, of course, like I said, there's still better experiences if you want Netflix. But it's definitely not a bad experience. It'll get the job done if you need to watch Netflix. I'll just go ahead and pick a movie. See, like I said, it does take a little bit time to watch the movie. As you see, the quality is not too bad on this. It does take a little bit of time to actually make the movie 1080p. It does take a little bit of rendering or a little bit of time before it actually starts clearing up. As you can see, it's starting to clear up right now. Basically, there's a movie. There's really no laggy or anything. It's not really dropping frames, or it's not disconnecting or anything. So it's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth experience of watching the movie. You definitely won't have a problem watching movies on here. I better get out of this, so I'm gonna get out of this right now. Now I'm going into the Google Chrome browser. Like I said, this does have a Google Chrome browser embedded right into the software, so you can browse the internet. I'll just go to CNN real fast. So here's what a web page looks like on the Google TV. Now, like I said, you do have a little cursor that you can scroll around the screen. I'll just go to I'll just actually go to google.com actually, so you can actually see it. Checking to see what an actual web page looks like, because I guess CNN was actually loading like a mobile page or something, so I really couldn't see how it works. But here's what a actual web page looks like on the Google TV. So here's what Google looks like on it. Now, for actually using the Google Chrome browser, I will say it's not a fluid experience. Definitely not. If you're trying to use this as your main web browser, if this is all you got and you're buying this for mainly browsing the internet, you will be very disappointed with this box. I'm not saying that it's not unusable, but it's definitely noticeable lag in the Google Chrome browser. You will see definitely lag and stutter in the Chrome browser. It is definitely not a fluid experience. So if you're using this as a dedicated browser every day, you might actually be disappointed. But if you're just using it maybe once in a while to check your check the weather or check your email or something, you'll probably be okay with it. But just don't use it as a dedicated browser. Definitely not. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down and show you some lag and show you what I'm talking about. It's definitely not smooth. As you can see, it's kind of chopping down the screen, so it's definitely not a fluid experience. I'm going to go ahead and click on the AOL homepage. Now, loading web pages isn't anything unbearable, again, but it's definitely not the fastest on the market. It's still definitely a little slower than some other devices, especially the newer smartphones or tablets on the market. Now, I'm not 100% sure if Flash content or HTML content will play on this box. I actually haven't tried it out. Some people have actually said that they've cut the support for Flash videos or whatnot on this box. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll just go to YouTube and show you if it actually works. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I'll go ahead and demonstrate it on camera. And almost every page that loads up on this Google TV is the full web experience. You're not getting a mobile experience. Most of the websites are in the regular desktop mode. They're not in a mobile, so you will get the full web page loading, not a mobile version loading. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play video and see if it actually loads up on here. Now, when you do click on it, since it does have YouTube embedded, it may ask you to go to Google Chrome or YouTube. I'll go to Google Chrome for the demonstration. See if it plays an embedded video in the actual web browser. Nope, it looks like that you can't actually play YouTube videos or any Flash videos in the Google Chrome browser. It looks like you either have to have the app or you just can't play it at all. So it's giving me a message that says that it's unable to display the web page. So basically, I can't load the web page. So unfortunately, it looks like Flash is a no-go on this box. So it looks like Flash games too. Like if you want to play little Flash games on different websites, it looks like that's a no-go too. So overall, the web browser on this is decent enough if you want to use it maybe once in a while to check your email or check the weather or check the news, but don't use it as a dedicated web browser for sure. Now I'm going to go to the main home page, and I'm going to show you how a YouTube video actually loads up on this box. I'll just play a little bit of a YouTube video. And it does play in 1080p if the video was made in 1080p. It does take a little bit to load. So that's it. It basically does play the YouTube video. Now you can like and dislike the video. You can rewind, pause, play, and do all that stuff. And you can see different YouTube channels. And you can also see their playlist, which is a good thing. It's not the full YouTube experience again, because it is the mobile version. But the YouTube experience on the box is good enough for you to watch YouTube videos on a regular basis. You won't be disappointed with the YouTube videos on here. I mean the YouTube app on here that's pre-installed, you will be very happy with. And you also can sign into your YouTube account if you do have a YouTube account, so you can see all your subscribers, all your stuff basically on your YouTube account if you have one. So that's good news. Now I'm gonna back out of that. So now I'm just gonna sum up the actual box, and I'm going to sum it up. Should you buy the Google TV or should you not buy the Google TV? At this current time, since it's still running a version of Honeycomb, I say it really depends on what your needs and what you do with the box. But for $199, this box is going for $199. I do have to say that this box is not really worth $199, because everything this box can do, you can do on a tablet or a smartphone. The applications are limited, like I said, and the browsing the internet on this box is kind of clunky. It's not the best experience in the world, so overall, you really won't want to buy this for $199. This is a pricey box. Even if you're just streaming Netflix or YouTube, I still think it's a pricey box for $199, because there's other boxes like the Roku box, Apple TV, or the Chromecast that'll do the same exact thing like Netflix and YouTube. Yes, this box is $199 because you can get live TV from your cable box, and you can browse the internet with the regular Google Chrome browser. That's why it's $199. But for $199, it is still not worth it, because apps are limited and everything. It's just not a full working good experience yet, I would have to say skip on this box. Just go with the Roku box, an Apple TV, or even a Chromecast. You'll be much happier with any of those boxes I just said a minute ago. And before I actually head out of this video, I will be showing you how to install widgets or anything else. So you do hold down the home button. Well, not the home button. You do hold down the back button. Then you can customize home items in home and all apps. I'll just go to customize home items. Now you can add widgets. Here's what the widgets look like. You can install more widgets that don't come with the Google TV, so you can add more. I'll just go ahead and add Twitter. Now when you add a widget, if you click on it, you can move the widget to a different spot on the TV. Now, like I was talking about, as you see the home screen, it is getting very, very cluttered. That's one thing about this box. The widgets don't really look good on the screen because they're too big, so they really make the screen just look cluttered and ugly and like a mess. But then you just plop it down right there and you're good to go basically, and you press done. And also the little quick toggles at the bottom of the screen that I'm scrolling through right now, like Netflix, YouTube, Play Store, you can change the order of them at the bottom of the screen. The quick apps, basically, you can change them. I'll just press done. And that's really all I have to say about the Sony Google TV. It is not really a buy. So anyway, this is Onsite Homeboy. Peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video. I'm out. Peace.